The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. It's taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's 12. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, now down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air on first down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Warriors!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man on the outside. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Brings into the open. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires left. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Breaks away on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Hawaii. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got a first down. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He leaves it with his back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Houston going up tempo. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cougars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll do it himself. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Georgia Southern came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Atlanta had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They want to run this quarterback. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how? He's loose. Tag. Touchdown, Houston. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for blockers. Here's a return from the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. At the 20, he's got space. He's into the open down the middle. Past the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. And it'll be caught on the right sideline. The officials saying he was just out of bounds on the right side.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So now it's 2nd and long.
Single.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you get the incompletion there on 3rd down, you've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, and tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Pressure. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. The screen, he can go. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The play-action fake. Rushes on him. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is going to try to keep the defense guessing. 2nd and 1's a good time to take a shot. You're probably going to be getting man-to-man coverage, so find your best matchup and see if you can let it rip.
Breaks into the open. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Rainbow Warriors are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Toss sweep to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Off the play fake. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Houston going up tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibbs. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw again. This time it's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. New set of downs after the completion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
1st and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just